Welcome to 3 Days of Love, 11 Minutes of Harmony and Healing. This is Lee Kempter, and I'm really happy that you're joining us to be able to share love and really connect, take a few minutes with consciously connect with the people and the animals and the plants, all of nature that's really being challenged right now by the fires in California. The context for this is 3 days, is that love is the fabric of our entire world. Like at the core of who we are is this love. It's more than a feeling. It's actually the foundation of our world. And we share this in good times and challenging times. And sometimes when we're on the challenging end of it, the way people are and plants and animals and nature is in California, there can feel like this is separation, like that people are all alone or the animals have no hope. There's those kinds of feelings that come up, a lot of fear. And then we look and say we want to send our blessings, but with love, we take time, we give of ourselves, and we create a bridge to those people. Science has shown us that we actually can do this because we do have this loving presence and we do have the ability to connect. And we're going to talk about specifically how we can do that in a few minutes. But the context, again, for setting up these 3 days is that our love for humanity, our love for this planet, is what enables us to be able to send waves of healing, peace, calm, and love to California. The light that we are, meaning literally we're made of all these photons of light. We emit light that we can't see with our human eyes, but scientists are now able to see these photons. And they believe that the photons actually are messengers and can send out information. And as an energetic planet, we're sending out the energy of love, calm, harmony. We care and we are in communion with our brothers and sisters, including the animals and the plants. All of this energy can be affected by our great heart. And one way to do this, again, setting up the context for what we're going to do, is to be like little children. Children love to come together very naturally. They communicate and they are happy in a group. They're good at playing together. And they're doing this because they're in a brainwave state that is called theta. And the theta brainwave is one of awe and wonder and creativity. It's not analyzing and thinking. It's just being present to what is right now. And it brings up a lot of joy, and it can also be a calm, sweet feeling. These brain waves are important, and the process that I'll lead you through is to bring you into the theta brain waves as well as delta brain waves. And delta brain waves and theta are the ones you're going to see most in meditation. So we're going to go into a meditative state so that from there we make first ourselves quiet through these brain waves and calming our body. And from that state, we are a lot more powerful in our capacity to be able to send out these quantum waves of healing, peace, and calm and love to California. If you notice how a child, when they're quiet, reflective, or in prayer, the sweetness that you see on their face, the feeling of being around them comes from these brain waves that they're in naturally, and that as we grow and our brain develops, we learn to be more in the other parts of our brain. So we're going to come back to being like a little child. You'll want to find a place that's very comfortable for you, where you can be quiet for the 11 minutes, and this can be anywhere. According to where you live, You may have what people call their happy place, their place where they can go and feel serene, and a place where you can be undisturbed for those 11 minutes. It doesn't really matter how you sit or where you are. You can do this from anywhere. And even after the first day, if you feel like you'd like to invite some friends and do this as a group and join the larger group, that's really beautiful, because when we come together like those little children and we're really connected, the energy amps up. So that's something that science has shown us, that groups who send out energy, the effect at the other end of that is much more powerful than one person standing alone. The idea here is going to be to bring yourself into quiet and harmony first. Then you can send out healing waves, harmony, love, calm to California. So we start within ourselves and then we bring that out, because we're going to actually be sending out waves of this kind of calm, the calm of water, the calm of beauty to California. We're going to, in a way, from a quantum physics perspective, through our intention, we're going to peel back the layer of the fieriness and the chaos and the strong winds and all of that kind of energy. And we're going to bring quantum waves after waves after waves for 11 minutes, which is it's a spiritual number, and it also seems to be an amount of time that works really well for sending this kind of energy in experiments that have been done. So we're going to peel back all of that chaos and fiery energy and bring in waves of energy that are more calm and serene. Each one of us has had the experience of feeling something bigger, not just outside of ourselves. We feel that in nature, but there's a part of ourselves inside that's very open and expansive. And we're going to touch that place inside as we prepare to send these waves of energy to California. The first step that you'll take, and there'll be 4 steps, is to gently close your eyes. Then you'll allow your tongue to rest on the floor of your mouth, which calms the rest of the body. It sends signals, biochemical signals, to the rest of the body to calm down. And then you're going to notice the wide open space behind your eyes. Even bigger than all the galaxies. This is ever expanding energy behind your eyes, and you're going to notice that and become aware of that. And then you're going to allow your breath to move in and out through the center of your chest. You're literally going to feel the breath moving in and out through basically what's referred to often as the heart center. And it's going to move slowly. An optimal amount would be like 6 seconds on the in-breath and 6 seconds on the out-breath. And this also has a physiological experience for our body, and it affects our emotions and our state. And from these 4 steps, we're then ready to begin on our out-breath to send the waves of feeling and experiencing peace, harmony, and sending that peace and that harmony and love to California. When you're finished with the process, it's nice to sit for a few minutes and reflect on what just happened. Instead of rushing in, make a transition for a few minutes of feeling what just happened, of realizing what you've just done, because it's quantum, meaning it's like infinitely huge. It's a really big deal. To feel that, you could even write about what it felt like during that 11 minutes. And doing that for 3 days may have an effect on you. So it's worth taking the moment to have that transition after we do the 11 minutes. And then, if you want to, invite friends to join you. If the first day you feel like, wow, this is going to really be helpful and I can feel something going on, you might think of somebody who may want to join you. The more people who join, the more powerful those quantum waves become and the bigger effect that we can have on those wildfires. So, from my heart to yours, I'm looking so forward to seeing you soon and being together for 3 days of love with just 11 minutes of harmony and healing.